Hi friends, and welcome back to Echoes of Elysium. I have one simple goal today. We're going to defeat the boss. In other exciting news, a patch went out yesterday as I was working, and I can finally make copper bars, which I am so excited for. This opens a world of possibilities, including, but not limited to, the ability to make the smelter and the sails and that kind of thing. And I'm in a perfect location right now, pretty much. There are copper deposits on some of these islands. There's a lighthouse right there with a grinder. There's a smelter right here. And I've got pretty much access to the rest of the machines on my airship. So I'm going to spend a bit of time before we go off to fight Mekhanos, building up a little bit more of an airship so that we can have everything ready, and also maybe increase the HP of our boat a little bit, because I know that there's going to be a lot of ships there. So it's copper bar time. I also have a bit of an idea since there's an extra dry dock here, and I'm wondering if it's possible / worth it to just create a series of mini workstations here. So like a fabricator, a smelter, that kind of thing. Ooh, I do have rivets. Wait, does that mean if I go in here, can I unlock the ability to make the fuel cell? Because I have an extra copper or an extra wire. Let's see. Can you tell me how to unlock this, please? Nice. And then is that in the lithium condenser? It is. So that does require rivets and copper wire. But I think if I build myself a tiny little temporary platform right there, and if we build a temporary little boat that I have no intention of actually taking anywhere, you can just turn it into like a little lengthwise kind of thing. I require more raw lithium. A little construct. You want to know what I just learned? Get wrecked. Honestly, amazing. That makes combat a little bit easier if you can get your sights on them. You can just blast them. Goat, I'm sorry for the sins I'm about to commit. I need your meat. This is my crafting tube. I think this will work as just like a little place to put crafting stations while I try and figure out what I want and where. Because one of the ones that I want to make is a fabricator, because I feel like that would be useful for me. So if I can come in here and grab the stuff for a fabricator, then I can come put the fabricator into my newly created crafting tube. Right there. And yeah, this is fully functional. So I can now make wire myself, which is excellent. I just need a way to make rivets. And I'm kind of wondering if those are locked behind the smelter, though that doesn't make a ton of sense. So I have unlocked rivet crafting. I just don't know what crafting station makes rivets. And because I have access to all of these resources, I'm going to try and make one lithium fuel cell and then put it into the Aether scope to research rivets and see if that will unlock the ability for me to make my own rivets, because that would be excellent for me. All right, lithium condenser. Give me my fancy new fuel. Let's see if this works. If I take a rivet out of here and I want my knowledge from here, that's an available fuel type. Okay, let's hope for the best. Okay, that gave me knowledge, which is fun and festive. And it says to use knowledge in the invention desk. But does that give me the ability to make my own rivets is the question. Maybe if I unlock my own smelter? Let's see. Alright, so theoretically I know how to make a smelter now. It's time to find out. I have all the resources. And it's time to see if making my own smelter will enable me to actually make rivets. Which I hope it does. Oh, is my item done? I have a smelter. Let's see if this works. For now, it's going in the crafting tube. A smelter. Darn it. It does not have a recipe for making rivets, which is what I was hoping it would have. So unfortunately, it seems that rivets are still my limiting factor. That's okay. I don't think I strictly need rivets for anything. It would have just been nice to have, because then I could have unlocked some other things that I desired, but it's really not the end of the world. Like this tier 2 gear. I suppose our basic armor will have to do. With that in mind, I only have 2 of these corrupted lithium crystals, and I know I need 3 to create the thingy that I'm supposed to make, the refined lithium crystal, according to this aether loom. So that means that I think we're gonna go head off on a journey to go find one last plutocratic scout. I'm debating if I want to bring the crafting stations from my crafting tube with me or leave them here. I'm at least gonna bring the kit for the smelter. Even if I don't use it, it would be nice to have. I suppose actually if I break down the crafting tube, is if I don't intend to come back to this area, then I could just use those resources for other things. If you think about it, the smelter kit is kind of like a condensed resource. Alright, plutocratic corvettes. Your reckoning is coming. Oh, there are some pretty close by. I say that, that's 2,000 meters. Never mind, we're going for this one. These don't immediately sail into a rock. That's a little rude. Uh-oh. Please don't explode on me, mines. This is gonna be bad, isn't it? Can I descend faster than they can explode? Nope. At least it didn't blow up my ship all the way. That's something, right? Just like I did this the last time I encountered one of these ships, I'm gonna try not to get too close, and I'm gonna try and fly over to it. Although it does— oh, never mind. I was gonna say that I don't think it can see me in the fog, but I was apparently very wrong in that regard. Fortunately, doesn't really matter if I do this. And if I think if I free the gear assembly and whatever's over here before the ship explodes, then I think I get them anyways, so long as I don't explode in the process, because I know I don't need the beacons anymore. Nice. Looks like there's another boat coming in hot, and we'll take it down just like we have the rest. They've definitely seen me. Let's go. It's battle time. You don't know what's coming for you, you little scout ship. I've gotten fairly good at whacking the cores. Not that it's a terribly complicated thing to do, but still. Whee! Nice. Big explosions are fun, kids. Wait, I think I just found a random loot pile of my own right here. Hello, is this my own gear? It is. I'll take that. Free stuff. Only problem is my boat is 300 meters away from me now. I have been target acquired, and I don't have any weapons right now. Scratch that, I have barely parts of a sword. Okay, great. That's what we're going with. I was just running around trying to get some extra rivets so I could make the last bit of advanced fuel that I need, because I need crawlers to get rivets right now. And we're encountering dilemmas, shall we say. At least they give me shock absorbers. Ooh, crawlers! Speaking of which, actually, I think we may be encountering some issues. I'm gonna try and move my boat so that it's not in direct pathway of this horrible thingy Maduhicker. Maybe if I get behind this rock, it can't shoot me anymore? I'm hoping. Alright, well theoretically that means I'm out of the range of the thing. I want it to fire a projectile and see if it is gonna go into the wall. Okay, we might be safe. We might be safe. Quick repair time. But there are so many crawlers on this island. Okay, that's gonna give me enough rivets, which is good news for me. Because I need 4 rivets to make any given advanced fuel. Ooh, forgot about those guys. Yeah, I need 4 rivets to make any given advanced fuel, which means that crawlers are my best bet. Fortunately, there seem to be many of them around here, which is good news for me. Bad news for everyone else, though. And I got enough rivets. Okay. I'm gonna make another advanced lithium fuel here. Oh wait, I didn't even realize I got some from that tower that I took down. That's good to know. And that means I can finally go back to my main lighthouse. We can make the lithium crystal thing that I need. Which means we're approaching the end of the game right now. As we're on our way there, I'm noticing that I have a ton of extra cloth that I've picked up along the way, and I know that I have a ton of extra other stuff too. So I'm just gonna build a little bit more airship, because if the HP of the ship is high enough, I'm willing to bet that I can just make it tanky, and then I don't have to worry about it blowing up. Oh dear. Speaking of which, gosh darn it. I swear the Out Loud fairies listen to me. That being said, maybe if I just turn this into a tube for now, at least cover some of the essential bits. There we go. Oh, am I running into something? You'll never guess it. It's good to know that running into rocks does in fact damage your airship. Now we have this bulbous ship. It almost looks like a little elongated turtle with the little flaps on the side. Kinda cute in that way. I'd recognize that broken airship anywhere. I'm almost home, Lethe. We're gonna light up this lighthouse once and for all. There it is. I feel like I haven't been here in so long. 1 crystal at a time. Here we go. I've got my fuel. I've got my crystals in place. While this is taking its time to craft, I'm gonna make myself some armor, because my armor has been falling apart on me, and I have a feeling that there are other things I could be doing to help myself stay alive. So if I make a headband and I make a leg wrap, then I will be fully geared up. As right now, I feel like it might be worth making a couple extra copuses because I've got the resources. And this way, if one falls apart on me while we're fighting the boss, I've got backups. I feel like that's a good idea for me. So if I make 3 swords and just have them in my hotbar ready to go, because I can put my other tools away. I don't think I'll need my drill or my axe. The repair tool might still be a good idea to keep handy, though. If I keep all of these swords ready to go, and my repair kit, then I think the other thing I want to do is make some food for myself. Because if we look in the galley, the kebab has +2 max hearts, which would bring me up to 5 hearts for my 3. And the mandrel root stew gives me 2 max stamina. And I have at least 5 meat, I'm pretty sure. Then I can go ahead and make myself a kebab. Oh, it's so close to being ready. I'm so excited. I have my refined lithium crystal. Let's put it in. That did the trick. Gods above. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these lighthouses shining. Didn't realize how much I missed it. Oh. That was more explosive than I thought it was going to be. Wait, I'm getting... And there. I've got a bead on Mekhanos. Here, this is his energy frequency. You'll need one of those locator thingies that the Elysians used to build, if you haven't made one already. He won't be expecting you to seek him out, so we have a chance to catch him off guard. Make sure both you and your vessel are ready for a fight. I'm way ahead of you, Lethe. And I already know where he is, so I don't even need your locator signal. But this is a cool effect. We've now got a beacon of light in the lighthouse. Or maybe just as a little treat. And we'll make myself a cargo kit, because then I can hoard more items. I just realized that the lower wooden porthole hull is a +1000 durability. And so is the corner pieces with portholes, but the normal ones are only 150, so this is almost 10 times more effective to put down. I feel like that's worth it just to make 1 or 2 of them, because that would essentially give me like another half of my ship's durability again. And I have my first ever bonus actual storage. I'm so excited. It can go right there. That's what we like to see. Oh my goodness. Storage. I can just slap things in. And just like that, off we go to go face off against the boss. So far I've made myself herbal compresses, the kebabs, and the stew. And I'm gonna make as much wildberry juice as I can too, because I'm pretty sure that if we go into the afflictions tab down here, then we can see that enjoying a fine meal or better and herbal compresses and drinks are what we need. Are what we need to get rid of our afflictions right now. And if I have each one of them ahead of time and they give me max stamina and max hearts and restore hearts, then if I just get a ton of these juices ready, then I can just spam them as we go through the fight, I think. Because I have all of the armor that's available to me in the current state of the game, and I have all of the things to get rid of my afflictions, so that should mean that I'm able to just go through and do it. I feel like maybe we do 2 swords and then have this kind of stuff ready. I want the repair tool in my inventory because we all know my ship's gonna take damage throughout this fight. But hopefully if I just give it a little bit of sustain, we'll be okay. Oh, looks like there's an evil lighthouse over here that I just haven't cleared. Should I do one more for the road? Just for the heck of it? I think so. Hey, at least there's a possibility of us getting a few more rivets. And if I can get them, then maybe I can go ahead and make that porthole to give myself 1,000 extra durability on my ship. Not actually seeing any crawlers. So I'm just gonna go fight the boss. Scratch that, I see exactly 1 crawler, but that still won't be enough to help me here. So I'm more willing to just go fight the boss at this point. You know, I just had the brilliant idea that it might be a good idea to leave 1 or 2 swords on my ship, because that way if I do perish, not all of my swords are in my body, and then I have to take another death and then try and worry about getting them out again before I can reset and start the fight. So putting them in the chest is probably a little bit smarter. And having 2, frankly, I feel like still is a little bit overkill, but, you know, better safe than sorry, as they say, right? Oh no, I just accidentally ate one of my kebabs and I did not mean to do that. I think the effect of it only lasts for 5 minutes, so I absolutely need to speed towards my destination and then hope for the best. I do have another kebab, but I was counting on eating that right before we started. Good news is we're pretty close. And I'm pretty sure we're going to start seeing the horde of enemy ships in the near distance pretty soon. There's one. I'm a bit concerned that I don't think I can do the strategy I've been doing where I leave my boat a little bit of a ways away, because I think the ships will aggro on it anyways. But that's the island we're heading towards. So if I park right in front of where the boss is, I think that's going to be our best bet for taking him on. Oh, and it looks like some of my previous live loot is still around here somewhere. Nice. Yeah, that ship is 100% going to aggro on me in just a second. There it is. I'm going to see if I can take down this ship really fast as we go. Just going to immediately go for the core. Don't care about anything else. Like so. May as well grab the crude copuses because I'll use them. Oh goodness, let me catch up to my boat, please. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go take care of the Eyes of Sauron because there are many of them right here. Okay, next tower. Excellent. Okay, gonna quickly put everything back in my ship and repair what I can. And I'm gonna swap out one of my swords for a full durability one. Yeah, I think this is as ready as we're gonna get. And let's go fight ourselves a boss. What could go wrong? Time for my other kebab. And I've got all of my backup food and stuff ready. Oh goodness, that scared me. That already took so much of my health. Fortunately, I have all of these ready to go. If I just get myself to max health really fast. Okay, let's do it. Come here, Mekhanos. Back off a little bit. Eat some stuff. That restores health pretty quickly, so making the juices was a great idea. And then we just keep whacking. Oh, he spawns helpers. That's great. Love that. Okay. Ow. What just hit me? Maybe this becomes a war of attrition? I kept my extra hearts. That's good to know, actually. So as long as I go fast here, maybe we'll be okay, because I keep my extra hearts and stamina. I have a feeling I'm about to take a lot of damage. Fortunately, it doesn't look like he regens his health either. So if I just take all my stuff really fast... Oh goodness. Again, I wish I put your hotbar back in your hotbar when you died, because that would solve a lot of... Oh my goodness, he's following me. I'm dead. I just saw his little feet out of the corner. I didn't think he would leave his room. You think that put him back in his little boss room? It did. Okay. This means I can actually properly re-equip this time. Quickly put everything back on. My pants. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. You're fine. Why are there so many goats in here? I wasn't expecting there to be that many goats just randomly in the hallway, but I'll take them. All right. I think we're as good as we're gonna be part 2. Oh my goodness. Can you stop spawning on me? I don't think that's fair. Dormammu, I have come to bargain. You're gonna go down. Honey, we're going down swinging. Oh my. You actually did it. Oh, don't worry. I've shed many tears for the Elysian, but for once, these are tears of joy. Mekhanos wasn't always a construct. He, like so many others, was tricked by Heron and his spirit was used to power the construct you just defeated. Like Five Nights at Freddy's? Cut off as we are from the mortal realm in Olympus, the thematic cycle of life, death, and rebirth is still broken. His spirit is still trapped here in Elysium, a shadow of what he once was. But if you could defeat him, maybe you could defeat Heron as well and repair the cycle. Anyway, look around. The fleet will be back, but you might as well take what you can from here before then. Might be something you need. Oh, and a goat. Oh, those are definitely things I want. Okay, I need to go empty out my inventory. I will be back for you items and potentially goat. I'm gonna bring, actually, you know what? I'm gonna destroy this tower and then I'm gonna bring my airship closer. I'm gonna be doing things in the smart order. But I think definitely building up my airship first was the right call and gearing up with the extra hearts and that kind of thing. I do think you could do it with just the base level equipment if you just wanted to have a war of attrition, but I feel like it was a little easier having some stability in the battle. Let's see what goodies that boss dropped for us. Oh, the goat is gone. Sad. Oh, but these guys are here. Okay, hi. And they killed me. One more time, shall we? One more time into the sweet embrace of death. Oh, man. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff in there. I don't know if there's supposed to be that many copies of stuff, but I'm not opposed to it. I'll keep it for posterity. And by posterity, I do mean myself. Ooh, it's fancy armor. I'm gonna look so good. I was so right. I do look so good. I wish I could see my front somehow, though. I would like that. But I really like the hat. And just because oh goodness, I'm gonna get jump scared by these guys every time, aren't I? But just because I'm curious, I want to see what happens if we destroy the cores in here. Like if it'll blow up. Or maybe I can't. But I can't seem to hit these. Maybe they're not real cores. Maybe they're decorative. But that seems to be it. Hey look, it's remnants of a past me. I had some good stuff. Oh wow, that guy just got one shot. Oh, you can stand in these little tubes. That's festive. Imagine if they burned you. Kind of like how the temperance reactor irradiates you if you stand on top of it. That'd be fun. But friends, I think that might be it for my playthrough of Echoes of Elysium. At least for this very first early access patch. I quite enjoyed the game, and I think it has a lot of potential. From everything that I've seen, the devs have been very willing and open to receive feedback. So if you have opinions on what you think the game should be, or if you have suggestions on improvements or anything like that, I'd highly recommend joining their Discord and giving them your feedback. Because, again, from everything I've seen, they're taking as much of their player input into account as they possibly can. I had fun playing through this, and I cannot wait to see where the game goes next. I have one more idea for something I'd like to do in this game. That'll have to wait until next time. Anyways, I think that's everything for me for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all again soon. But until then, have a great day.